How to create a newsletter in HubSpot. Hey everyone and welcome, I hope you're all doing great. In this video I will show you step by step how to do so. We're going to start from the actual beginning and then also showcase how to start or create a newsletter and also how to edit it and use the editor that is provided with HubSpot. So if you already have an account, you can just go ahead and skip ahead, but if not, you can just go ahead and visit hubspot.com as you can see. And then from here, we can just feel free to create our account or start with the free tools that are provided, which I'm going to be doing right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on Get Started Free. And basically, I'm just going to create my account with Google. So you can feel free to create it with Google, Microsoft, Apple, or just type in your email address. And it's going to be a very straightforward and easy process for signing up, much like any other website really. So just go ahead and sign up, and we will see you in the actual dashboard once we created our account. Now, for the sign up process, actually, they're going to ask you a few questions, but this is going to be all personal, so it's not going to be too difficult. Just make sure you answer the questions ahead, and you should be good to go. Nothing more to it, really. Now, once you actually get started, they will provide you with a few sample contacts, so you can just use them as a test. Or you know, testing things out with them. But if you want to add your own, you can also feel free to do so right over here. You can just feel free to add your contacts, and if you don't see the screen, you skipped it somehow, you can also do it from within the site itself. So don't worry if you have skipped this step. We can do it later on. But anyways, in this case, I'm just going to keep the sample contacts that we have, and I'm just going to skip and use sample contacts. Same here goes for a team member. If you want to invite anybody, you can feel free to do so from here. But again, this is not our discussion for this video, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip this and do it later. Okay, so now skipping ahead, we're in the actual dashboard and we have everything ready to go. And here you can just go to CRM and you will find contacts. If you missed that step, you can feel free to add your contacts from here. You can either import them or just add them manually. Now, after you have your contacts ready, we can feel free to start right away with creating a newsletter. And to create a newsletter, we can feel free to do so by going to the dashboard on the left panel and going to marketing. It should be below the CRM one. And if you just hover over it, you will find plenty of options here. The one that we wanted to go for is going to be email. So just go ahead and click on email. And this is going to open up this section here for you where you'll be able to create emails and newsletters from this section. So feel free to just click on create email. This is if you don't have anything yet, it's going to look like this. So click on create email. Once you click on create email, 3 different types of emails are going to show up for you: regular, automated, and also blog. Blog is scratched out automatically. We have regular or automated. Now, most of the time it's going to be regular unless you have some sort of automations that you want to work with or workflows that you have in mind. In that case, you can just feel free to click on automated and continue. But if you just want to do a regular old newsletter, then you can just go for the regular one and click on it and click on next. Now from here, once it actually loads up, we're going to need to so I need to relog here real quick and I'll just get back to you. But basically what you're going to find is that you will find different templates to choose from. So just go and make sure to choose a template. I'm just going to show you after I log in. Okay, so this is how it's actually going to look like once you click on regular email. It's going to have a few templates to choose from. So just go and select whichever template you think is going to work best for your style. And we can just go ahead and even go to newsletter here. And it's going to have different templates to choose from. I'm just going to go for this default one and show you how it actually works real quick. So just click on choose template once you're ready. Now it doesn't really need to be a newsletter template. It really needs to stress on that because you can use any template really. But this is just going to look like a newsletter more, I guess. So you can feel free to pick any. Anyways. With the builder for HubSpot, it is very easy and simple to do. If you have used drag and drop builders before, it's going to be exactly that. So how that works is basically you have some elements in front of you here. You can feel free to edit them by clicking on them. And each element is going to be having a different sort of settings or options on the left side once you actually click on it. So for example, text, once you click on text, the left side is going to show you some padding items, and also at the top you will have the formatting options. For example, if you want to make text bold or italics, or even change the font or size of the text. If you click on an image, for example, if you click on that, it's going to be a little bit different. You will have the options on the left side to replace an image, to change the width and height, and so on. So each element is going to have different properties or options once you actually click on it. Now, in order to actually add elements, you can just go ahead and go to the add section, and you will have all of these elements to add. So you can feel free to just find what you need. For example, video, drag by holding it and drop it wherever you want it to be. And it's just going to be added here for you. And then obviously you just wanted to click on it, go to the left side and embed your video, image, whatever it may be that you just added. And this is pretty much the basics of it. So for example, we can start with layouts because each element is contained within a section. And this is what we call a section. This entire bit is a section. And it could be, filtered or has many different layouts. And to set up a layout, you can just go back to the add section. And instead of adding a element first, as in, image, text, or button, we can scroll down a little bit and you will find layouts instead. So we can actually use that first. So let's just delete this one. And let's say we want the layout of these 3 boxes. So you just drag and drop it. And now you can feel free to drag and drop in each column here. So basically we've just created our columns. So we can just go back, add text in the middle, for example, and we can just go back, add 2 images on the left and on the right side of the text. And obviously to adjust the text, again, just double click on it, highlight whatever you want to change it, and you're good to go. And same goes for the image. You just go ahead and click on it, go to the left side, click on upload, and you'll be able to upload any image that you have. And it's just going to take that space, as you can see. Same goes over here as well. So you are pretty much just going to design your site like so. So drag and drop and adjust the elements from the settings on the left. For example, let's just add a button just to showcase that as well. If you add a button, you can just go in and click on it. And then for the button, you can select whether it links to URL, download file, meetings, a link, and so on. I'm just going to keep it as URL, and it's going to redirect people to google.com, for example. And we can also adjust the button text for that. So we can just do click here. And if you click on styles within the button, we can also feel free to change the colors of it and so on. This is not only for the buttons, but everything else. You have content, and most of the time you'll also have style. So now this button is pretty much configured to redirect people to Google, and we are good to go. The last thing, now you know how to add elements and how to edit them. The last thing I would want to say is that we can also go to design here. And if you click on design, you'll be able to change the background color. You can feel free to change the size of the background. You can change a lot of stuff, even the text styles and all. So you're going to have all of these different things to play around with, and it's going to help you to make the best newsletter as possible, very simply. And once you're happy with it, you can just click on review and send on the top right, but I don't really have any recipients here. Or really a proper email for this, so I'm not going to send it, but you're pretty much good to go after your design. Click on review and send, and you'll be able to do it from there. And yeah, this is pretty much all for this video. Hopefully you found it to be informative, and thanks for watching.